Tommy C here. Shot from the Point News. Make sure when you subscribe, you hit the bell, get all the updates on social media news right here. Shot from the Point News. This one's embarrassing, real embarrassing. True Geordie. He's kind of the super alpha macho man of the YouTube community. He called the Joe Weller KSI fight, where he called it right down the middle for KSI. Another story for another time. And he also famously called the Logan Paul KSI fight, which he was a little less biased. He's well known. He's well liked. He's a big soccer or football man, as they say on the other side of the pond. And he's just a face, and everybody knows in popular podcasts. He recently called out Conor McGregor and said he was very disappointed with him for punching a guy in a pub. So that's who he is. So he's this big, monstrous, tough guy. I have criticized him before, and the response from the fans are always, "You couldn't kick his ass. He would ruin you." And he's probably right. He's a big dude. So the problem is, and I don't know that, I never seen True Geordie call out people and say, pull the tough guy card too often. He's definitely a sporting man. But I guess the problem is when you have this macho image, whether you promote it or, rub it in people's faces or not, there's just, God help you if you have a weird sex life. Now, these DMs have dropped. They were sent to me a couple hours ago. They're apparently to a girl. I cannot verify these DMs 150%. What we're reporting on right now is the possibility that they're real. As the time of this recording, Jody has not commented on it. But this is what's going on. It's trending. So that's what we're reporting on. I'm not verifying this. If they're true, they're pretty embarrassing. Here's what he writes here. You can have whatever you want, even if you tell me to remove my PP so you can have a bigger PP while I'm loving you. I will obey you no matter how humiliating that is, because you can have whatever you desire. And he writes, want to know a secret? Tell me. I have a bigger pretend PP that I haven't used. Bigger, she says. It gets better. How does it feel having that big black PP inside you? Does it feel better? So he's obviously into humiliation. Would it be okay if I sucked it after it's been in you? She didn't respond. Clearly, she said yes if she erased it. But she did say, I'll put it deep in my mouth for you. And a little monkey sign. As I enjoy myself inside your squishy, after I can feel your squishy all stretched, and I know you can take a bigger pee-pee than mine and humiliate me. Wow. And maybe you could make love. Maybe you could make love to my behind and poop on me. This one's getting a lot of runs. I'd like to see what this is of. And so he is really into the humiliation thing, if this is true. I love it so much. Did you really enjoy it? So much for so many reasons. Oh, what reasons? Well, I like pleasing you because I like you. Notice he didn't say love. I love the way your behind looks. So big and juicy blank. That was grayed out. I wonder why. Like what was so fucking... Oops. What was so offensive about all the other... what was that word that just, was so much worse than all the other words that I have avoided reading? It drives me crazy. Or why did I do that? Wild. The way it feels in my face. It stinks between the big cheeks and your behind opens up for my tongue. Ugh. To delve my face. Oh, God, I can't even do it. It's that bad. I'm not doing it. I'd be really interested in this. I'm on a good monetization streak on this channel. And that's where we stand so far. So what's the commentary on this? Look, if whatever floats your boat, as long as there's consenting adults involved, I think the person that leaked this garbage heap. I think that's really, really terrible. I think True Geordie should never write anything down digitally when it comes to your love life. Please, can we learn that? So that's all I have for you. We'll give you any updates as they pop up. But again, it's we can laugh at True Geordie, and we will. But do not forget the miserable witch that exposed him. Do not forget. What a spiteful bitch!